My name's Tony Francis, author of Colour-Coded Phonics. Colour-Coded Phonics is a weekly reading scheme designed to be read by adults and children together, so that children learn to read by reading with an adult. Each week you read one book. The book has 4 chapters and introduces 4 sounds. The sounds are introduced in exactly the same order as the sounds are introduced in the Letters and Sounds programme in UK schools. So these books are ideal to support work done in school, but are also good for teachers to use on the interactive whiteboard if they were to use the e-book version available on Amazon Kindle. In the first book, the sounds s, a, t and p are introduced in a story about Sam and Anna visiting the seaside. Each chapter introduces one sound, and the first chapter introduces the s sound. Before you start to read, explain that reading is done from left to right, and you start at the top of the page and read each line in order. Before we start, the child can search for the sounds they're going to join in with. They're written in red, so easy to see. As you can see, the s sounds on this page are written in red, and the rest of the words are written in black. You read, and the child joins in with the sound written in red. This way the child gets used to the speed that people normally read at, and gets used to following the words in the right order across the page. Use your finger to point as you move across each word. After each page you can discuss the story and any new vocabulary that might be in that page. Here we can see the start of the second chapter, where the a sound is introduced. And you'll notice now that the page is slightly different. The s sound is now in blue, so that the child knows that they know that sound already and should try to read it. The a sound is now in red, and again is a sound that the child should attempt to read. Before you look at the page to read it, see if you can spot the new sounds in the text. Along the bottom of the page, you will see the snippets. Snippets are 2 or 3 sound groups of sounds that can be read together on sight. Practice reading them without sounding out. The snippets are repeated lots and lots of times so that children become very familiar with them. This will really speed up the learning process, as children will not have to sound out every single sound they encounter right from the beginning. It's fine to sound out the sounds, but once they're sounded out, make sure children do have a go at blending every time. By the end of the book, children have learned 4 sounds, and in the first book it's s, a, t and p. And you can see that now there are quite a few snippets in the text that children will be able to read parts of words along with you. I'm going to give you a demonstration now of how to read along such a page with a child. Here is a page from book 1, the final chapter. So we have learned s, a, t and p. And if you look in the text, all the sounds that have been learned already are in blue, and the new sound that has been learned on the 4th day, p, is in red. So before we begin, we would look at the snippets. So let's have a look at the snippets on the bottom of the page. See if you can sound them out and then blend them. S, p, a, spa,
A,
spa.
ba,
And what's this one?
p,
A,
a,
pa,
a,
pa,
pa,
sa,
sa,
sa.
a,
Let's try those again. Spa,
ba,
pa,
pa,
sa.
sa.
Okay, so look carefully for the snippets in the text. And as I read it, you join in with the blue and the red sounds and the snippets. Are we ready? Nana and Grandad have prepared
pa,
a splendid supper.
pa,
of spam sandwiches, sponge cakes and tasty milkshakes. Shall we try that again? Nana and Grandad have prepared a splendid supper of spam sandwiches, sponge cakes and tasty milkshakes. So that's how you would use the books. The books are available in paperback and Amazon Kindle and can be bought from Amazon if you search for Weekly Phonics by Tony Francis or Colour Coded Phonics. The price of the paperbacks is £4.99 and the e-books, the Kindle books, are £2.